Hey, sorry about that. I think my laptop ran out of memory. Yeah, but what I wanted to say was this reminds me of Saturnalia. I think in ancient Rome they used to have I think one day in the year where there'd be no rules and people would just go about and do what they want to say. Like if you wanted to kill someone on that day, you could just go and kill them, and there'd be no consequences. But I think that there was a limit because it was also to do with like there was kind of a reason. It was all kind of like an unspoken, I think, understanding that there was obviously boundaries as to what you could do, but I think there was occasions where people would do things like that. They would go and do whatever they was. So it's a bit like that film, the film, and I can't remember it because I'm on the spot. But the one where everyone there's no rules for one day, and yeah, people go around kind of killing each other for their own personal pleasure or reason, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, that's all come to me in this reading. So hopefully no one's feeling too passionate, or maybe there's just an energy of just wanting what you want, as well. There could be that kind of that energy there, or this person just being greedy and just not having any boundaries. I mean, they have got 10 wands, 10 people that they could possibly be dealing with. If this is someone new that you're meeting, or if this is a third party situation, this person, yeah, I think is tied up with a lot of other things, and but they do, as I said, they've got two people that they do have an emotional connection with, and I think definitely you're one of them. Um, yeah. So in the past we have the Nine of Pentacles for yourself. So you were feeling quite independent and quite confident, and in the past we have the Princess of Cups and the Lovers card for your partner. So I feel this person met you and it was all very kind of flirtatious and like very like you can see this person's like taken aback, like, oh hello, like, who are you kind of thing. Look like what just walked in. So yeah, there was probably a new connection, lots of like messages, and this just also talk about communication. So a lot of lovely, quite positive, emotionally positive communication. We've talked about commitment. I think you did feel that there was like an emotional connection. This person did feel like something special or something worthwhile was pursuing here. However, this did put them in a position of decision where they then were torn between doing what they love, which is maybe, having no rules, having no boundaries, doing what they want, seeing who they want, just having an insatiable appetite kind of thing. Or which, it's insatiable. It's never ending. It's like never, yeah. This person likes to burn the candle at both ends. They like a lot. They like excess maybe as well. But I think with you, they may have found someone that they do actually really connect with. I think even on a friendship level, again, there's this friendship energy. So this could be like someone that you have got a good friendship with, as well. This could also be that in the past a decision was made, a commitment was made. If this is like a long-term relationship, it was very innocent, it was very pure, especially from this person's point of view. And they definitely they may not have been someone that was very used to maybe relationships or being in love. Again, it also could just be signifying an age difference as well between you and this person, where you may be older than them. But this person may not be that, may not have really had initially an interest in falling in love or things like that, but maybe were quite moved by the connection that you had. And so that's what's kind of put them in a position to actually realize maybe that they do want to be in a relationship, that maybe this is worth, that you do actually meet a lot of the criteria that they're looking for, maybe in a relationship, and they're like, okay, wow, maybe a relationship would work for me if I'm with someone like this, So, but I think it could still be kind of at that friendship level, or there's not a huge amount of like overwhelming emotion per se. It's still kind of quite light energy that I'm picking up. And with the Nine of Pentacles, you in the past were very single, but again, very happy. I think you may have been going through a period where you were very happy being single. And you had, again, lots of friends around you. You didn't ask for anything, you know. You have things growing, you have things going on, you know, especially when it comes to work, maybe study as well. Just doing your own thing, getting on with your life and making a success of it, you know. It could also mean, again, that you, like I said, you were just very single. And I think even both of you coming together, you know, that wasn't really maybe any of you's really intention was to kind of fall in love or anything. But maybe you met and this something kind of special happened that is still kind of at that friendship level. You could be feeling as well as if with the Hanged Man that you don't really want to lose the friendship. You know, you're really thinking about that. You're being detached with the King of Swords. You're saying, I don't want to lose the friendship. Do I want to do this? You know, and like this person seems to be toying with the idea, but feeling like a lot of the burdens kind of being put on them in some way. Well, this person could just be really waiting. Like, if this person could be waiting for a decision from you, like waiting for you to take it to that next level as well. And they could just feel like they're just holding on for dear life to you, but maybe you're kind of slipping through their fingers in some way as well. Like, you're not easy to kind of hold on to. Yeah, like there's not an attachment maybe from you. Like, it's more them, you know. So then we've got the Seven of Cups. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. But yeah, got the Seven of Cups for your motivations. So your motivations is to figure out what it is that you really want. You don't really want your emotions to be clouding your judgment. You are not in a position where you want to make a decision either. You don't want to make a choice right now. You want to explore your options, or you want to just take some time out to figure out what it is that you want. And you may just feel like you can't make a decision anyway. You couldn't make a decision on this person because you just don't have enough clarity. Even though you're the King of Swords, this could actually be talking about what your advice is to try to detach a little bit maybe as well, to enable you to make a decision. Or that you are trying very hard to detach yourself from this person, but there's a lot of passion, I feel, possibly, that might make it tricky for you. So you're having to kind of sacrifice that. You're having to keep it platonic. You may be having to hold yourself back. You may be having to make that sacrifice of not getting involved with this person until you know what it is that you want. So you could be kind of deliberately keeping this person at a certain distance, and this person obviously feels a bit burdened by that. But you maybe have a lot of choices as well, or maybe it's just a very difficult choice to make. So we've got the Princess of Wands and the Ace of Swords for your partner's motivations. So they would love a new beginning with their Gemini. Okay, so it could be a Sagittarius, most definitely, or a Leo, or an Aries that you're dealing with, or someone with a very strong fire placement in their chart. So it could be a rising fire sign, or a moon fire sign, or even just like a stellium in like a fire sign, you know, in their first house, you know. And it could be anything, but they've got a very strong kind of fire aspect to their personality. And that's been shown here in the Ten of Wands as well, and also by this fire energy in the Lovers card as well that's coming through for them. So yeah, they would just love a new beginning. They would love to have a new conversation. They would love to talk to you and share some new ideas about what could be, really talk about an actual real commitment. They're very interested to see what could be. They understand that it is still that Princess of Wands energy, but they are very motivated by seeing what could be. So if this is a player or someone who's got many people that they're dealing with, it's kind of the other way around, then this person is out, this Princess of Wands, this is an explorative energy. She wants to travel and see things and learn things and experience. It's all about experience and gaining experiences, and following her passions. So this is with you. I feel that this is representing you, the Ace of Swords. They may really they're really curious about you. You're quite intriguing maybe to them. And I think you've definitely got their attention with the Two of Pentacles there as well. It's like you are, a focus for them, even if it is a slightly shared focus. You're still kind of one of the main focuses, and they would just love to to experience something new with you, and to talk with you, and to talk about maybe new ideas. They're clear on where they're coming from. This person, I don't feel, they could be choosing, yes, but this is also someone possibly deciding that they would like to be with you. They would like to make a decision about how they're going to move forward. They really would like to make a decision. Now, if this is someone, as I said, waiting for you to make a decision, then yeah, they just want you to make a decision. They just want you to kind of decide on what you want to do. As they would like to see what could be. They think that they're feeling very positive that the adventure will begin when you make a decision. When there's clarity, then they can move forward as well. So how you see things turning out as a Three of Wands. So you just see it as you're kind of, again, not taking that much action in the situation. You don't see yourself. You're more just waiting to see what this person comes out with, whoever you're dealing with. You're more in the position of waiting and seeing. Yes, you'll keep up appearances. You'll continue to maybe go on dates with this person, that kind of energy. Like you'll keep up. You'll go through the motions, but you're not really going to put yourself. You could be kind of putting yourself out there, actually. This is about someone who does kind of wait for their ships to come in. So that must mean that you've put something out there. But I think you're waiting to kind of get more information as well, waiting for more things to happen before you maybe take any further action. You may be waiting to hear more from this person, waiting to see more of how they behave, what they're all about. So maybe wanting to learn more about this person as well before taking any action. This could also be about you following some sort of passion as well. Or being very passionate. And this would also just mean you creating distance between you and this person. Your how you see it is that there'll still be distance between you. You'll still be keeping them at arm's length and waiting for them to kind of make some more moves. So the way that they see, or their intentions going forward, they have the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups. So they don't really have, they don't really see the relationship maybe being as successful as they wish. they don't think that they're going to get what they want. They feel like they're not going to get the love back. It's not going to be reciprocated. It's not going to work out how they wanted it to. So if this is a player, if they're just you just met someone and they've got many people, their intentions is like this person, like I said, they're never satisfied. They don't have they're like a bottomless pit. They have an insatiable appetite. So for them, everything and everyone is always going to be disappointing because it's never going to be enough. And this could really be, when someone is like that, when they just keep people out because no one's ever good enough. Often it's because they've just been really badly, heartbroken in the past, and they could be kind of still stuck on that person. I think nothing else is ever going to compare, or love never works. They could be a bit cynical when it comes to love as well, this person, and kind of already kind of resign themselves to a negative outcome, to it not working. And that would then mean that here really they would really deep down, they do want change. They do want something fresh to come in. They do want to have a new exciting love life. But I feel that even though they may deep down want these things, they don't really believe in it. They don't believe it can maybe happen to them. Or they could just still be healing over some sort of past issue. If this is someone that you're seeing and it's long term, this person may feel like they've invested a lot in the relationship and that this relationship brings them a lot of happiness. And even if it is this friendship, it brings in a lot of happiness for them, but it's not enough. It's maybe in a sense they feel like it's very hurtful to know that the friendship that you have causes pain. If this is like a friend, they may be feeling like, why because we're friends it can't work? Why is it because we're friends that it can't work? Why can't we try to see if it can? And they just feel very kind of they're just thinking it's just not going to go anywhere. They kind of feel like that you're pretty decided already, or that they know you're not coming back with a decision, and they are kind of keeping this through a cups light, non-romantic kind of energy. And I think you are keeping that distance between that person, between you and that person, I should say. Okay, so in the near future, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So you may be feeling like you are at a place where you are ready to make a choice. And the choice will be on the more practical side of things. So again, you're not in your emotions about this decision. You're looking at it practically, okay? So you're adding things up and you're really sitting down with yourself and seeing whether or not there is something in this connection that could be built on. So you're really weighing up the value of the relationship. Then we've got the Five of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles for your partner in the near future. So come the 31st of May, your partner may be feeling like they've kind of got the short end of the stick. This person could also feel like walking away at this point as well, simply because they feel like they've given so much, and they now want to kind of salvage what they can of their own, and strike out on a new path for themselves. This person, if they are a player, they very much are all out for themselves in the near future. However, they could be cutting out people of, cutting out some of the people that they've been seeing, putting themselves first and taking you, I feel, taking you with them and having a new beginning, because we've got them carrying swords here, which represents Gemini. You know, there's 2 crossed swords here, which could signify some sort of peace, truce, where they kind of make peace with the situation, they overcome things and actually do decide to make a commitment. But this is someone who is selfish, and you have to remember that. But they do actually, in the end, come the end of May, actually do kind of embark on this new journey, and I think with you. Yeah, I mean, this is like intentions, like what they think is going to happen. They think they're not going to be satisfied. They think it's just all going to be kind of a waste of time and, you know, just tears and stuff. They just don't really think love is all it's cracked up to be. Do you know what I mean? So they're like, what's the point in all of that? And that's why this non-romantic kind of thing is coming out. This person isn't really kind of that kind of lovey-dovey romantic kind of person. They're more about experience, having fun, and satisfying their passions. You know, because love is not what it cracked up to be. They just don't think it's what it's cracked up to be. But it looks like here, maybe you kind of give them a bit of an ultimatum here as well, or because this could be that as well, where it's like crunch time. Are we going to work on this, or are we going to just say it didn't work and then move on with our lives, like what one? So that could also be happening as well, and this person then has to kind of make that cutthroat decision and, you know, start to work on the relationship with you. If this is a long-term relationship, which I don't really see a long-term relationship here, I really see like a fairly, it seems a bit light-hearted friendship type of thing going on. But if it is a very long-term relationship and these kind of things are happening, your partner isn't that, and yeah, your partner is really convinced by your stoicness. But for you, you want some truth to come out. You want to connect. You want to understand more where this person's coming from. And you want to kind of have that connection with this person to have that understanding. Yeah, and I feel this is talking about some sort of ultimatum. Yeah. So if this is someone that is waiting for a decision, like I said, you will be making a decision. This person will be cutting off anything. Like whoever this is, whatever situation it is, this person I feel will actually make a commitment to you in the end, come the end of May. So pull some cards from the Mirror Love Oracle deck. So we've got Beauty Queen. Gossip. I'm actually going to put this here because I was going to put that. So we've got Beauty Queen and Gossip. We've got Twin Flame being the obstacle. We've got Dark Males, what brings you together. We've got Ice King for what you're learning about, which is pretty much the King of Swords for me. So yeah, that's really, you're kind of really coming into your power, Gemini. You're learning how to manage yourself in a sense of not being too detached, but at the same time being detached enough to get to the truth of the situation, so you can properly place your passions, if you know what I mean. Like you can properly expend your energy on things that are worthwhile. So like you're being decisive for those reasons. Okay. So we've got passion. So passion may be the issue as well. This person, I think, has got a strong attraction towards you. Passion could be what it is that kind of does bring you guys together. We do have triangle here. Yeah, but then we also have destiny as well. So yeah, there may be a third party involved or other people involved. Passions is really what I think brings you together, to be honest. You see them as work, you could see them as hard work, or you could just see them as someone that you deal with in a business-like manner. And they see you as someone that they would like to share some drinks with, have some fun with, and date. So we've got spiritual growth here. So yeah, this person's very much about dating, and yeah, there is this kind of like slightly less but this person wants to get to know you either way, even if there isn't a whole load of romance. This person wants to get to know you. They actually want to do the whole dating thing, or maybe they just see you as someone that they're dating, you know. Then we've got spiritual growth for your partner and what they're learning about. So they are going through a kind of spiritual, maybe awakening or growth period, and maybe they are starting to kind of get over like learning how to show some sort of restraint, learning how to sacrifice just completely, that it's a sacrifice of this insatiable kind of appetite that they might have. Yeah, and also just having a very having a very negative outlook on love, but to kind of let the universe do its thing and have a bit of faith in destiny and things like that. So we've got twin flame as the obstacle. So yeah, that is basically the challenge right now. You've been brought together on purpose by the universe, or possibly by contracts that you've made prior to even entering the earthly plane. But because of these contracts and lessons that you're learning now, it's proving to be a challenge for you, but it is a growth period for you and I think this person. And I think you're just really in your element, to be honest. I don't feel like this is really negative at all, or showing that you're not communicating or there's communication issues or anything like that. I think you're just really standing in your power and learning to have the most, amount of self-respect, self-honor, and just putting yourself first, and yeah, protecting your heart as well to an extent. Okay, so I wanted to pull this card, but then I saw this card as well. So yeah, again, this is talking about beauty queen, your self-esteem, seeing yourself as beautiful, as alluring, and celebrating yourself as a beauty queen. Sorry, I'm showing you the cards here. But yeah. Then we've got gossip. So a lot of talking. So again, this could be just about negative thinking, believing the hype. I feel your partner is just very kind of pessimistic and yeah, needs to stop listening to the hearsay about relationships and how dangerous they can be for the heart, but has to have a bit more faith, I think, in things. You may also need to have faith in yourself and not be too concerned about what other people say, but just put yourself first in this situation. And there could be a lot of he said, she said, all those kind of things. So with these two kings, the king of ice or the ice king and king of swords, I think it is saying that there is some truth that you need to get to the bottom of. There is some secrets. There are things that are hidden. There's something that's hidden. It might not be a big thing. And maybe you just need to kind of come to an understanding with each other and just be honest about the expectations of the relationship. This person wants to date lots of people or whatever. But there's something that maybe you're not seeing. not seeing possibly is the fact that this person does actually have some emotion towards you, but you just don't maybe see it because maybe they are a bit of a player energy, but they do actually have some emotion towards you. Okay, so we've got happy. Again, that's the second card. Second time it's come out. I think Aquarius got this as well. So it could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with. So yeah, this is about, for me, this is about celebrations. This is about being happy, being playful. But again, for me, this is a card about two people being happy and being on the same page. You have to both be happy. Okay. But you're between both worlds. There is a change. You are going through some sort of process at the moment where I think you are actually possibly coming into a bit of a phase where you are coming into your power. You know, wearing your crown, coming out maybe of some sort of negative place or depression of some sort, or but you could be putting yourself back out there, like I said initially at the beginning of the reading, putting yourself out there and getting to know people and date and things like that, or getting to know new people, I should say. But you're putting yourself out there. Now, soulmates, or you could actually, this could be about indecision. This could be about, you know, this soulmate that you're dealing with, this friendship that you have, that could have a lot of love in it. And you could be in a state of indecision, and you could actually feel that this is not for you, even though you are soulmates, but this person is not for you. And you could be making that decision at the end of the month, this person just isn't for you. But there is a higher power at work here. So this whole situation was brought about for a reason. And I think it was a lot to do with you recognizing your own worth and putting yourself first and listening to your gut and your instinct and your own wisdom. It's kind of brought you here. But you've realized now that it's all well and good someone else wanting something and wanting to be with you, but if you don't want to be with them, you know, and you're not happy, you've pretty much just trusted your instinct and decided to, you know, live for your own happiness. Again, this is a 3. So yeah. Could be like maybe it's talking about the third party, other people being involved. But either way, I feel like you are moving into a much brighter kind of future with a lot more clarity as well. And I think that, yeah, the clarity will come when you'll feel this person is not for you, and that actually you are willing to make the sacrifice and actually turn down this offer with the 4 of Cups. And yeah, block this person out. But you're learning, you really have learned this month about how to make, you know, where sacrifice is necessary and things like that. Your partner may feel or this person may feel quite rejected by that. With the 5 of Swords, they may feel very rejected and like upset about you turning them down. However, with the Ace of Pentacles, they will just, you know, move forward and just, I think it will ground them. It will kind of bring reality to them a little bit, but they will move forward as well. And I think with the Ace of Pentacles, it just talk about there still being a certain amount of security. So, you know, you could probably end up still being friends anyway. It should all work out, but they may be a bit hurt at first, you know, as you just may not see a future with this person. So, okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Sorry it was so long. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Good luck, Gemini. Bye. I'm sorry it's a bit all over the place, but there's a couple of different stories coming out here. But thank you for bearing with me. Take good care. Bye.